Founded in 1995, the Craic Theatre Group has been in the Coalisland community for nearly a quarter of a century. In 2004, the new theatre was renovated from an old 19th century weaving factory, and just like its history, has become an important part of the Coalisland community.
My name is Sammy McKay. I was production manager in Coalisland Weaving Factory for 25 years until it ceased production in 1979. The factory was founded by the partnership of John Stevenson of Stevenson's Yard and his son-in-law Lidley Clark in 1865. When I joined the company in 1950, production was 320 pieces of cloth each week, mainly mattress ticking, damask, stripe darning and kitchen cloths. And the factory was powered by a 150 horsepower steam engine installed in 1910 and operated by a workforce of just over 300 people. Now, the foyer where we're sitting is on the site of the old stitching room, always known as the White Room, because it was always bleached linen fabrics that we stitched in here. Built in 1931 and consequently always referred to as the new building, and is now, of course, the auditorium of the Craic Theatre.
Every year, the board of the Craic Theatre have a special meeting to outline the brief for the coming year, discussing a wide range of issues, from which productions to perform or when auditions should be held for each production.
One actor.
So the other big thing, of course, now is the musical. Lara has brought a proposal into the meeting here to do with the musical at the end of the month. I think the 30th of April. What do you think?
What do you mean by a musical or clips from musicals? Is that it?
Well, according to the proposal here, it's going to be different songs from different musicals.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And she's talking about doing auditions this week coming to try and get a cast together, on the proviso that we give it the green light here, you know, so we'll have to check it about to see, make sure.
And who'll be directing it?
She's handed it over to Sarah Jane and Shannon.
Right.
And she's taking a secondary role in this particular production, but they'll all be doing auditions at the weekend.
Okay. In the spring of 1996, I noticed an article or an advertisement in our parish bulletin looking for young people to audition for a musical, and I went along and auditioned, and that summer I was in the very first Craic production, which was Our Day Out, and Craic has really went from strength to strength from there. So in 2001 we moved to our theatre that we are currently in, and it didn't always look like this. Believe me, it used to be the old YTP rooms, and the men at that time that were on the committee done a lot of work to make the theatre that we have today. And then eventually we were able to host professional groups, and were able to welcome big names onto our stage, such as Ian McElhinney, Anne Charlton, Mick Lally, Adrian Dunbar, and you know, it was just great that we were able to offer this to a rural community.
Well, we're doing a play here. We're doing our first two previews here at the Craic Theatre here in Coalisland, and of a play called Rock Doves, a new play by Mary Jones. And the reason she wanted to bring it in particular here was because she knows that the audiences are good here and they're very responsive and receptive to her work, so that we would get a good idea of where the play was going before we take it then into Belfast and put it on in the waterfront there. I hadn't heard about the Craic Theatre before. Ian, the director, Ian McElhinney, told me about it, and I thought it was a good idea that we do a couple of previews. I'm from Enniskillen myself, and I know the amateur scene extremely well. And we had two companies in Enniskillen. We had St Michael's Amateur Dramatic Society, and we had the Enniskillen Amateur Dramatic Society. I work with both companies, and both, of course, amateurs, so people who just love drama. And it was through those people that we ended up getting our own theatre in Enniskillen, and we eventually found ourselves with a very beautiful theatre by the lake, the Ardone. And so when I come here and I see this theatre, you know, I understand that it's a core of dedicated amateur people who've put this theatre together, and it's an excellent space. Acoustically, it's great, you know, and sometimes that's a bit of a bagatelle, you know. So you can be a bit lucky and find that you've got a decent acoustic or you haven't, but the acoustic here is very good. And, you know, it certainly seems to be an excellent community centre for people. There's, you know, it's used all the time. We've been here, the place has been used consistently all the time, so it's great.
The theatre is not only important to the close Coalisland community, but also the wider arts and culture community throughout the island of Ireland.
Well, we formed Rathmore to try and promote new work on a broader platform. We are hoping to travel this far afield, and if we do, we'll be able to say that it first started in Craic. The reason we chose to come here to start the production is very simple. You're probably well aware that when you go out around the province now, it's extremely difficult to galvanise interest. It's extremely difficult to guarantee audiences. It's extremely difficult, dare one say, to even get enthusiasm from the people who run the damn places. One of the reasons we chose here is, first of all, Mary and myself have a long association with theatre in Coalisland, going back to the days of the Parochial Hall. So we have lots of friends and contacts here with whom we've had a good relationship over years. We also knew that there are people who like their theatre, they're passionate about theatre. And I was actually talking to the lady in your box office tonight about this very thing. I've been on tour recently with another play, and I've been, to put it mildly, disappointed by the apparent indifference of people who are employed to run theatres, actually get paid a wage to do a job. And for my money, most of them don't seem to give a damn. And it really gets under my skin, even to the extent that I've reported back to the Lyric certain places where I thought, you know something, these people need to do better. You come to Craic, the great majority of people who work in Craic are voluntary. They do it because they love it. And it shows. They are actually genuinely interested in their theatre, and you can see that. There's a real passion for theatre here. People love it, they work at it, and they do it for pleasure, enthusiasm, passion, whatever. That's what we want. That's what we're about. And we want people who have the same kind of sensibility. And on that level, frankly, Craic is hard to beat.
My name's Molly Gorman. I'm a PhD student at Queen's University in Belfast, and I'm doing research into the social value of youth drama in rural areas of Northern Ireland. Now, there have been three main studies of youth drama, three main academic studies in the past 20 years. One in 2001, one in 2009, and the other in 2014. And from all of them, what's coming across is that the young people say there's two main benefits of doing youth drama for them. They are confidence and the ability to make friends, to widen your social circle. So confidence can encompass, you know, having fun on stage, developing your voice, developing your social skills. But what the research shows is that it also has spillover benefits. So young people find themselves taking on more roles at school. It helps them in interviews if they're going for jobs. And it just helps them to make friends and to, you know, take a few risks and know that that's going to be okay. Something that youth drama teaches you is it's okay to take a risk, it's okay to fail, as long as you learn from it.
There's no doubt the benefits that the community get from Craic Theatre are massive. But as I say, we also very much get value for money. The plays and the different events that are put on here within the theatre are absolutely fantastic. They're second to none. There's a massive amount of volunteering work goes on, and that is beneficial to the people who are involved in the volunteering work as well, because it gives them an opportunity to get experience in this field. But I also have to declare an interest. My own little girl comes to Craic Theatre as well to be part of the drama, and I suppose that gives me an inside view to what does go on here and the benefits that our young people get from the theatre and from what it offers. And there is no doubt about it that the number of young people that come here increases year on year, and what they get out of it in terms of their confidence apart from anything else, is massive.
For all Craic Theatre productions, the cast must go through an audition process, regardless of the length of time each person has been a member of the Craic Theatre. All are welcome.
So what are you auditioning with? I'm going to do Somewhere That's Green from Little Shop of Horrors because I love the character of Audrey.
I'm going to do Suddenly Seymour from Little Shop. I really like
Oh,
it.
that's really cool. Yeah, I was thinking of doing that too, so maybe we should audition together.
Yeah.
I'm doing Pure
But I was thinking of
Imagination.
doing the same as yours actually, so I'm not decided yet.
Just
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you, but if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew.
Mr. Aladdin, sir, what will your pleasure be? Let me take your order, jot it down. You ain't never had a friend like me.
A matchbox of our own, a fence of real chain link, a grill out on the patio, disposal in the sink. I just sang Somewhere That's Green from Little Shop of Horrors, and I think it went okay, and I think my facilitators liked it, but I'm really hoping I did well because I really like Little Shop of Horrors musical, so I'm hoping I did it justice.
I'm just out from singing my audition there, Pure Imagination, out of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is, one of my favourite musicals, and I think it went well. There was a few hiccups, but all was good, and I'll be delighted with any part of getting the show, really,
History, in short
Well done! This time, I want you to try it without me. Say it. You ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Rama, lama, lama, ding-a-ding-ding-dong, shoo-wop, shoo-wada-wada, yippity-boom-de-boom. Shine, shine, shiny, shine, shoo-wop, dip-da-dip-da-dip.
You need to get to your step back.
Well, I did the best I could, that's all I know to be honest, but if it's not good enough I don't mind because I'm satisfied with how I did.
I think I could have done slightly better than what I did do, but I think I did good overall. I made myself happy, but if I don't get the part, there's other parts to get, but I've made myself happy about it.
With hard work and dedication, the end result speaks for itself.